This episode of the award-winning Here For It podcast is brought to you by Edumacation. I don't care how slow or differently abled you may be, there's no possibility that you can be 13 and in third grade at the same time.
I would say he's still learning arithmetic.
Oh, y'all favorite city girl Bird keeps proving me right every time she opens her mouth. This past week she gave an interview on Breakfast Club, which I'm still boycotting, but
We're still boycotting.
I saw the link on Twitter, so I didn't give them no view. It was on Twitter.
So a little clip, a little snippet.
Where she was talking about having consensual / statutory rape with her current baby daddy when she was 13 and he was 15.
She has a child? Oh, wow. Breaking news. Okay, wow. She was 13, he was 15.
And she was in the third grade. And so Charlamagne's face went like, and she stayed at it. Loud and wrong, just was like, yeah, third grade. 13. There's no way in all of your 305 Miami Live that you could be 13 in the third grade.
Well, there is a way, but maybe, well, shout out to Patti LaBelle, ain't no way. Because
it ain't no way.
That's what I got.
And this is before Betsy DeVos was even the Secretary of Education.
Woo!
Shit. Education wasn't that fucked up before where you could be 13 in the third grade.
Obama was president.
God
How
damn.
old is she? She only like 20.
So this episode
No
was brought
child
to you.
left behind.
We left a few behind.
No child.
A few girls in Miami,
Was
apparently.
Bush in office? I'm trying to figure out who the president was.
It had to be Obama.
No, it was probably Bush.
Yeah, it was Bush.
It was
Because
Bush.
she's 24, and I'm a little bit older than her, a couple years. But also, she don't have these dates right because she also thinks she was in the third grade.
She probably was. She probably was.
No, no, ain't no way.
Said it ain't no way.
Thank you guys for joining our podcast. I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, aka the Sagittarian Sinner, BKA the Backdoor Santa.
My name is Ronald Matters, aka the smart member of City Girls. Because I don't know.
Child. Then you're not in City Girls. You're not in City Girls. There's no way you can be a smart member of City Girls and be in City Girls
for
at the same time.
The stuff and the other one can't remember when she got. That was a joke. Okay, but my name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters. And of course, RonaldMatters.com. Thank you guys so much for going to RonaldMatters.com last month because their blog check just hit and woo, y'all did numbers. And I received the numbers. Amen.
They said that about you, but you also said you're a virgin at the same time, so be wary.
I have had sex since June.
Oh, okay. Y'all can find me at Club Babylon.
Oh, I love Club Babylon. Okay.
You ain't been to Club Babylon before.
I was gonna say, but I've heard about the stories.
Oh yeah.
So like when like 3 or 4 people tell you, just like, bitch, that club was hitting, bitch.
It was hitting back in the day when I would go dance there for 1 or 2 times, and so it's still hitting and sticking like grits. And so I'll be there very soon, sooner than y'all think.
All right.
I'll be making an appearance.
Get some bobby pins for your wig,
please. This week's icebreaker is Zodiacs. We have entered the season of the Sagittarius, and so I just feel like it's a great time to reflect on the Zodiacs you love, you like, you hate, you want inside you, all of these things. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions about Zodiacs that we're both going to answer to break the ice so you guys get to know a little bit about us and know a little bit about yourself, because when I tell you about your Zodiac, you're going to be either happy or real mad. So
you have to make our listeners, the girls gonna be like, I'm a Pisces, I guess I should DM him anyway, because girl, if you were ENTJ or INTP, you never know.
Or a INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that mean?
Man?
Hey,
I had to wait till you get to the last 3 or 4 letters. So like IND.
Woo! Education, y'all. Education. First one is, what zodiac sign was your first love?
Damn, I don't even know. It's gonna take me too long to go to his Facebook.
My first love was an Aries. I would like to think like I was in love in elementary school, but I didn't know that bitch birthday, so I can't count that. Because like, if I don't even know your birthday, I'm really not in love. So the first time that I can remember that I was like in love, I still know his birthday. He's an Aries. He out there somewhere. He probably listening. Hey, boo.
Do you still love him like that, or
no? I still love
care for him. Whatever that word is.
Yeah, I still love our memories. I don't want the relationship back though. But we were both gassed. But I believe Aries is also a fire sign, and so that just made a lot of sense of why we were attracted to each other, and also why we fought the way we did. Because fire ain't nobody gonna put nothing out. It's just gonna be a fucking 5-alarm blaze. This bitch.
Yeah.
But I'm also the most attracted to other fire signs. So my first love was an Aries.
Like Trump said, y'all need to rake the forest, and that way it won't be on fire. Okay.
Oh, we rake the forest.
Okay. It says a Virgo Scorpio couple is loyal and deep with very strong ties. This couple is very service oriented and known to be dependable. Oh.
They said that about a Scorpio?
Virgo Scorpio.
Oh, okay. Virgo with a
because
Scorpio.
I am service oriented. I believe in being service oriented. But the first dick I ever sucked, he was a Scorpio.
I said the first love. This bitch went to the first dick I ever sucked. Wow.
I loved him.
This the way to a bottom's
because
heart.
I also thought sucking dick was like trashy. It's like only prostitutes do that. First of all, me 19.
Never would have thought you was gonna be a prostitute. Look at that.
Just never would have. My favorite pastime. But yeah, my first kiss, my first that oral session, but my first penetrative person was an Aquarius.
And you hate the motherfuckers now.
And I hate Aquarius. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Ariana Grande. Yeah.
Yeah. Your longest relationship. What zodiac was your longest relationship? I'll also say Aries. Same relationship, same nigga. We was together forever.
That's sweet. Your first?
No.
Second.
Fifth.
Oh, wow.
We was together forever in gay years. In straight years, they were like, oh, okay.
That was 3 months.
They was like, so y'all was dating then, huh? I'm like, no, nigga. 2.5 years means he know my social security number.
Okay.
So also my longest relationship, also first love, Aries. So, but I'm not going back to that.
But I want to say, wow, this is a lot. So is Aries possibly your?
We'll get to that by the end.
Okay. My longest was a Virgo.
Come on, lesbians.
Lived inside my head, but somehow understood each other. Like if he stayed away, or if he didn't call, or I understood, like if he told me about the color yellow twice, I knew that the color yellow being told to me twice meant something. And it was just when he was poor, I was poor. It was like, well, babe, we eating this, and I was like, well, I'm ghetto, so I mean, like,
is this the verse girl?
Verse?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of verse girls.
Never mind.
But, yeah, so shout out to him.
Your worst relationship. What zodiac was your worst relationship?
Child. Aquarius. I'll go first while you think about it. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. It was, I love your country accent. Both of them. They both were Aquarius. Like, it was like 2:45. He had to be at work at 3:00. And we were just hunching and hunching and hunching. I was like, babe, you need to finish. You got to get up to go to work. And he didn't finish till 2:53. I was looking at the clock. And I was like, babe.
You were really enjoying it to be looking at the clock like that.
No, I really was enjoying it, but I was more concerned with him getting his coin. Because if he loses his job, good. You got to be at work at 3:00. What you doing over here? Back here,
you know what I'm doing.
You back here at 2:43.
Backing it up.
Go to work. I wasn't mad, but shit, come on. So, but then I was like, oh, he really loved me. He had to have this before he go to work. Child. And when he got out work, he had to have something else.
Over somebody else's house.
So, just Aquarius.
Aquarius, best and worst. Okay. My worst relationship, I would say another Sagittarius. So, the exact opposite. Because we feel like, oh, that nigga know me.
Yeah.
And we get so very familiar and so caught up really quick. And then we be like, why does that nigga hate me like this? I can't believe that bitch is trying to sabotage me. She know what I'm going through. Like, we both have the same thought of self-sabotage from the other person. And that bitch is trying to take me down and she want what I got. And we're both thinking the same thing. Now, one of us may be realistic and one of us may be not. But,
it's not like y'all both just not.
Neither here nor there. My worst relationships were with other Sagittarius. But
oh, wow.
We also still remain always attracted to each other. Yeah. Can't get away from them niggas.
Fire.
Just, also your birthday 4 days before mine? Okay, so you want to fuck like right now, or you want to wait like 30 minutes and then we just gonna pretend that we had a full conversation? That's how our interactions go.
I'm proud of y'all.
Of the Sagittarius and I. Mm-hmm. Happy Sagittarius season. Sworn enemy. So doesn't have to be someone that you dated, but just niggas that you just don't like. We don't mesh well. My Zodiac and your Zodiac might as well be fire and ice, oil and vinegar.
Oh, it's somewhere between like March and April, because those girls are very selfish and self-centered. And
except if you listen to Here for a Podcast, we trust you.
I do. Is it Pisces and Aries, and those girls are usually self-serving, and they don't mind telling you that they're self-serving. Because, like, if I don't have my full cup, I can't pour over into my friendship with you. And I understand that. Yes, you got to fill your own cup. But as a person who is of the service before self, it rubs me the wrong way. When I'm like, oh, some big magical plan. And girl, child, I ain't into it. I'm like, but why? And they're just like, well, I ain't into it. And I'm like, no, but tell me more, because I really want to understand your feelings and emotions behind it.
That's the reporter in you.
And I just say, girl, I just ain't into it, girl. And then I just be like, oh, I feel so bad that you feel that way. I'm like, okay, well, next time I ain't asking this girl to go volunteer. No, bitch.
I feel like my sworn enemies are Geminis because I'm analytical and they consistently make you analyze every fucking thing that they do.
You have to.
Because they be 2 to 3 to 4 different niggas
you
in
know
one person. Sworn enemy because I don't have time to work on you. I'm not here. I'm not booked to be your psychotherapist, your psychologist.
Oh, first of all, therapists, I'm still looking for a therapist in DC. They're like $250 an hour. So y'all better go get therapy if you live in the South, because y'all don't have to pay $250 an hour.
And definitely get therapy if you're a Gemini as well. Just cause you don't know, you don't know what you don't know, and I'm just trying to help y'all out right now. Bestest of friends, your bestest of friends in Zodiac.
End of the year, I feel like Scorpios and Sagittarius both have been like great friends to me. I feel like towards the end of the year, they are just as analytical as I am, and just as serious about the things that they say as I am. So, even though the self-centered Aries, they mean what they say when they say it, but it's so self-centered, it turns me off. But like towards the end of the year, like I understand. I feel like their reasoning isn't as self-serving as at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I feel like right when it pivots to fall for me, everything after fall, I know I can deal with. Yeah. I can deal with a Virgo. I know I can deal with a Libra. I can deal with a Scorpio. And I can mostly deal with Sagittarius. We gonna fucking deal with.
But Capricorn is supposed to be my.
But when Capricorn start,
Virgo Capricorn is supposed to be marriage material. So if you know any Capricorns, hey,
I can introduce you to the ones because I'm throwing them motherfuckers away.
But it's also the end of the year. It's also the beginning of the year. So.
It's the beginning of the year, roughly.
Yeah, it's like December 28th or something.
Yeah, it was like the day before Christmas starts, Capricorn. So they might as well be fucking January.
That was the last question you said?
No, the last one is your next baby daddy will be a
hopefully a Scorpio or a Sag. Especially a baby daddy. And the man I marry is not gonna be a Sag. That adventurous spirit is cute for friendship, but in relationships, no. Cause then I'm gonna end up like the girl on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We had an open relationship, but I could only date other women. What? She was like, DeVoe, whatever his name is, he had dated like 10 other women and I only dated like 2 or 3 other girls. You could get your pussy ate by any woman in the world and you didn't call the brat. Well, I don't know if you did call the brat or not because you didn't name names.
She did name stuff in interviews and said she dated Missy Elliott.
She said that she had got real frisky with the girls and one of them, child, had shook the table. So I was proud of her, but whatever this new Atlanta housewife girl from Black, what's the purpose of an open relationship and can't, I don't know. But hopefully my baby is a Scorpio. A baby daddy could be a Sag. Because I wanted, oh, let me be more adventurous. Until you fuck around with a Sag, you end up getting pregnant. And child.
With triplets.
Future. Baby mama number 7.
Oh, Future is a Sag, huh?
Future is a Sag?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
I know Nikki's a Sag.
Yeah.
I think that's why they vibe.
Oh, okay.
My next baby father.
Oh my god.
Will probably be Scorpio or an Aquarius.
Bitch, you doing it to spite me.
I'm
doing
not.
it to spite me.
I just be so
a air sign. Oh, any way the wind blows kind of girl.
Yeah, I be attracted to him and I be like, I know this shit ain't gonna work, but fuck it, come on.
Any way the wind blows.
I feel like literally the last 2 to 3 niggas I dated were Aquarius, and I was like, oh, this is gonna work, and I'm like, it's
no.
not. But I just keep trying.
What keeps you going? What keeps you intrigued?
I don't know. Them niggas cute. I react to energy. And at least the initial energy that is shown to me is very positive, very outgoing. And then I start asking questions, and then I'll be like, oh shit, dude, girl, this is not going nowhere. So I might play with an Aquarius, but it may not end with an Aquarius. I could very well see it ended with a Scorpio because I've never fully been in a relationship with a Scorpio, but I can identify with Scorpios and Scorpios can identify with me a lot of times. I just gotta keep that nigga at home. So,
babe, we're not going out tonight, but I want to go to work.
So, please comment below if you guys have some different zodiacs than us. As far as your longest relationships, your first loves, your sworn enemies, your best friends, and your next baby fathers. We would love to hear the
colorful commentary
below, especially if they include Sagittarius or Virgos.
First of all, we did not do all this for Virgo season.
Because I'm a writer. I'm inspired. The word of the day this week is allogolagnia. Allogolagnia. The love of pain during sex.
Okay.
It is the desire for sexual gratification or climax through inflicting pain on oneself or others. Examples: choking, slapping, punching, rough sex that feels better than gentle sex.
Punch yourself or have Bay punch me?
It's either or.
Oh, wow.
Because you can do the same thing in masturbation. That's with the same people that do like the self-asphyxiation and even like the self-harm of there are people that punch themselves, cut themselves, do all kinds of different shit. to just experience a heightened orgasm. The word is algolagnia. 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 So, in case some of you girls need to know. This week, our sponsor is from the Briggs Project, a night of fashion and music with a purpose. Let's Beat Diabetes. A portion of the proceeds to this glitzy, glamorous gala this coming Saturday will go to the American Diabetes Association. So you can be a part of the cure. You can be a part of something positive that's happening in the lives of people that are afflicted with diabetes. One of the most highly anticipated fashion and music events in 2018 to close out 2018. This will have the collections, the models. It has the cause. It's walking to end diabetes. Fierce, fresh, phenomenal, epic. The King and I Productions, in conjunction with Briggs Incorporated, will shine a bright light on beating diabetes for an unforgettable evening of epic proportions filled with fashion, music, and a purpose. Swirl the fashion show. Corals and chords. Please check out the link below for the event on Saturday.
And shout out to Detroit native Clifton Ross III, as seen on BET Sunday's Best, will be the special guest. So
one of the many special guests. They have a list of special guests. Yeah.
Link will be in the description down below.
See you guys there on Saturday.
What's going on in Hot Topics this week?
Our affirmations first. So to those who are looking forward,
we never gonna get to Hot Topics. I want to talk about Cardi B because I know Cardi B is always in the, but
is she though?
Yeah.
To those looking forward to the new beginning, we pray that you guys have a great New Year's. We are about to be in December by the time a lot of you guys listen to it. Will be at the beginning of December, and I want to make sure that y'all know that this year is not over yet, because a lot of times people will just be like, okay, well, 2018, I didn't get all my goals done. I didn't do everything I wanted to do.
I didn't bottom twice.
January 1st, 2019, I'm about to set it off. I'm about to hit the gym.
I'm about to 5 times.
Yo goals. I'm about to do all of this thing, all these different things, and I want people to know that you still have one more month left on the clock.
Amen.
And with that month, you can still slay, and you still can run the ball and score a couple touchdowns and win the game for 2018. 2018 is not done yet. You still have so much more you can do. You can pick up a pen. You can do some research. You can go hard at work. You can do something for your community. The end of the race is when you need to be running the hardest, when you need to be flooring the pedal to the fucking metal and saying, okay, this is the end. I'm going to give it my all the way up until 2019. So this is not the time to give up. This is the time to push it as hard as you can, because you want to put a final stamp on 2018 and say, I ended hard. Even if I started slow, I had a couple losses throughout the year, ended hard, ended on a high note. You still have a whole month to put an ending, a bookend on 2018, and don't let that pass you by. That's our affirmation this week. In the topics that seem to be hot, Muriel Bowser, the mayor of DC, got into a lot of trouble on social media.
I don't even live here. Well, I do live here. Oh, I voted in the district. Okay, so I do live here. I live here. I pay taxes here. I just got through voting. But okay, go on, tell the story. So I give my colorful. I'm just colorful commentary right now. I gotta wait till the story, and then I give colorful commentary.
Muriel Bowser almost got recalled.
Yeah. Mississippi was gonna be the only state revoting today. Okay.
She almost got recalled for some inflammatory comments that she put on social media about mumbo sauce. If you don't know what mumbo sauce is,
gross.
It's wonderful.
Oh, cool.
First off, you about to get recalled. You with her on that bullshit. It's an amazing delicacy of a sauce that you can really only find in one area of this whole United States of America, right here in the district. Some girls in Maryland, some girls in Virginia try to do it. The best mumbo sauce I have ever tasted came right from the district. No shade.
Okay.
Muriel Bowser took to social media to basically say that that's not a thing, and she don't.
It doesn't define. She said it doesn't define DC. Like it was like. Did she tweet it? What did she do?
She put it on Facebook.
Okay.
She's an auntie. You know they be on Facebook more than not. So everyone in DC let out a collective. Bitch, you tried it.
Okay. Not here for it.
And I wanted to make note of that because she's allegedly from DC, and I don't understand.
Oh, that's what I'm googling. I'm like, where's she from? She might
here.
Oh,
here. She from right here. She's staying right here.
Right here.
And so I found it interesting for someone to be from here, to know things about here, to say something that's dumb about the place that you're from. Cause like I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, born and raised, by way of Dallas, by way of Dominican Republic. Long story. But I can't be from Detroit, Michigan and say, Coney Islands that's not no thing in Detroit. We don't do that. Coney Islands and corned beef sandwiches? We don't do that. Steve's Soul Food? We don't do that. That's nasty. Niggas from Detroit don't do that. You know how many niggas would geolocate me?
Pin your location, girl. We coming.
To have a physical discussion.
And bringing a pit bull.
Multiple. Bringing the pit bulls, niggas, and baby mamas. To have a physical discussion with me about those comments that I made as a Detroiter in Detroit talking about Detroit. We don't do no shit like that. And I would venture to say a lot about other cities. You know, being from Memphis, you can't be like, we don't do barbecue here.
Barbecue, Elvis Presley, the pre-trap, because you know Atlanta loves to claim trap, but 3-6 Mafia, Who Run It, Gangsta Boo, Where the Dollars At. You know, like we was a little pre-trap, but whatever.
But you can't be from those places, representing those places, and then shit on the things that make it.
Even if you don't participate in those things.
Yeah. Like, the east side of Detroit is allegedly a thing. I don't ever go over there, never been over there, never been through that, never experienced that. But I'm not going to be shitting on the east side of Detroit. Great question. I'm not going to shit on the east side of Detroit because I don't like that part of Detroit. That's still Detroit. So, in-house, me and other Detroit niggas can talk about East Side versus West Side.
Oh, okay.
But to the rest of the world, this is still Detroit.
Because I'm very South Memphis. Like, South Memphis... Okay, so this is going to sound mean. I always feel like it was an argument between who was the most ghetto.
It's still an argument between the most ghetto.
But we can have that.
And nobody settled that in Memphis.
That's the black on black crime conversation. But when other girls start talking about crime, hey, sweetheart, black on black ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in this conversation. So North Memphis and South Memphis. Yes, North Memphis did install a child care facility in their high schools because their pregnancy rates was higher than in South Memphis. But South Memphis is still
and in jail.
The hood. Okay, so don't. It's not about who's the most whatever. The Memphis conversations are between us.
The important part of this topic that may be hot is
Muriel Bowser said last Tuesday, is anybody else annoyed by mumbo sauce? I wish somebody would stop suggesting that it is quintessential DC. I'm just saying, I was a full-grown woman before I had ever heard of mumbo sauce. So there, I've said it.
You shouldn't have said it. You should have kept that to yourself. You should have kept that to yourself like you keep them goddamn.
She was a full-grown woman before she had ever heard of mumbo sauce.
She also don't curl her hair. She don't use a flat iron. So
she probably grew up in Bethesda like the Supreme Court Justice y'all just elected, Kavanaugh.
So as long as she's admitting things, she should admit that she doesn't use pink lotion in her hair. Okay. She doesn't use cocoa butter.
She don't use Family Dollar body spray. Because I don't even know the brands of the Family Dollar body sprays. But girl,
you're not a real woman if you don't
you're not a real woman.
Even the trans girls use the Family Dollar body spray. We'll get there.
Woo.
So again, the takeaway from that is rep your set. Don't be talking about your set. To
even the in-house stuff.
Don't be. You gonna get crushed out here.
You gonna get voted out. When 2020?
Make DC great again. The Lion King trailer has arrived.
My wig.
And it stole most of our wigs, stole most of the attention. Second highest.
My bobby pins, my wig glue.
Second highest viewed trailer.
My silk head wrap. It stole all of my accessories.
In 24 hours of all time.
200 million views.
240 million views.
204. Oh, it's been upgraded. 240 million views.
In one day, 24 hours.
In 24 hours.
So far as what we can see is basically the CGI version of the animated classic that we all know, and is drawn some criticism because of that.
Why?
Mad girls be mad.
Why?
I don't care. It can literally be CGI Lion King from the 90s, and I'm still gonna go.
The city girls is the third grade getting pregnant at age 13. And y'all mad about the Lion King trailer. Y'all mad about the wrong thing.
I think the original was perfect. I stand on that side of the people that are arguing.
In 94, I was probably in third grade. It came out in 94. I probably was in third grade.
You also weren't 13 in the third grade either. So think about that when y'all start twerking to the City Girl Bird music. Woo! Anyway, back to the main event. The original was perfect. I really believe the original was perfect in every way, from every person that voiced every animal on the whole thing.
Let's say Mufasa's still alive and he's gonna voice.
James. I almost said James Hardy. Damn.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
James.
I was thinking of gay people.
Okay.
James Earl Jones is back. He reprises the voice of Mufasa. Obviously, everyone knows Beyonce is doing Nala, which also has girls upset. Like I said originally, the first one from the 90s was perfect. The only way to improve on perfection is to add Beyonce. Think about that. I'm here for it. I'm going to go see it. I don't care what the next trailer looks like. I don't care what the trailer after that looks like. I am still going to go see it regardless.
Yeah, because I was like, well, let me go watch The Jungle Book. I was like, I know they made a movie like this before with Idris Elba. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, if he's the People Man of the Year, then let me go see that as well. And let me go watch that movie where it was the little boy on the boat with the lion. I really did enjoy that movie.
I fell asleep on it like 3 times. I had to watch it a few times.
Yeah. What was it called? Like Life on a Boat? What was that movie called?
Life with Z or something like that. Of something. But it was
World War Z, Zombies Apocalypse. I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah, back to
it won Oscars. It won Oscars.
It did. So back to Beyonce. I'm very Memphis, and if I'm gonna give y'all Memphis, look, you either gonna do it or you're not. Okay. And when Beyonce said, "I put it down for the 713," y'all gonna come see 713 Houston, Texas area code. So get your tickets. Pre-sale start 8 weeks before it comes out.
Oh, I think they're gonna start earlier than that. With this is a big ass.
Even with the Avengers and stuff, they comes out. Yeah. Well, Black Panther, it came out like 8 weeks before the release date.
Oh no!
Because Beyonce in it is gonna come out.
It's going on. No, I anticipate.
That's 2 months, 8 weeks
by February.
I don't know if you can count like I can count, but
no, by February it's gonna be on sale. Christmas is coming up, gentlemen.
Kwanzaa is as well.
Ladies and freaks.
Hanukkah is as well.
If you are celebrating any holiday coming up in the next 30 days, and you don't have an idea what to get your problematic ass friend or family member yet, go over to hereforashop.com and get some merch. Literally, if they are problematic, you can get them a shirt that says problematic.
Yeah.
So they know who they are and they can identify themselves to other people. That's the most important. We have the perfect shirt for the top or bottom in your life. Get over to Here For a Shop and shop for Christmas right now. The biggest hot story / topic that might be hot, might be tepid at this point.
I don't know what the girls did giving. Did you watch the Soul Train Awards?
No.
Oh, that's not a hot topic.
No, nobody else did either, so that's okay. Dwight, the other Superman Howard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let me sit up straight, pause.
Has been outed by his alleged ex trans, possibly.
Alleged trans?
Yes, because
they were saying he identifies as male.
Yeah. And so in the dragging of Dwight Howard, she identified herself as trans. I'm going to walk this tightrope, bitch.
Because he was identifying as male first.
He identified as male previously to the dragging of Dwight Howard. During the dragation of Dwight Howard, she changed her
gender pronouns.
I won't say decided. She identified herself as a trans person.
Oh.
And that's what drew a lot of the ire against her in social media, and then reverberated back to him because it wasn't just gay. Now you fucking a trans girl. Ooh.
Okay, so tell me the story.
The capital of all capital sins.
Yeah.
One, I'm sure everybody out there has a version of the story that they read or saw. What I wrote and reported on was basically verbatim on everything that she posted in the moment.
On Twitter.
On Twitter. There have been subsequent posts after his team has said... Girl,
the basketball team.
Yeah. And his personal legal team.
Oh, his personal team released this? Oh, let me Google.
Yeah, they said, girl...
You get to talk and I start Googling. Okay.
We don't know what she's talking about. I don't know her. He's just focused on basketball right now. Which tells me he probably did fuck her a little bit. The story broke a couple days ago. I won't name the possibly trans girl because it's one of two things. Either she's doing this for attention.
Yes, she had a book coming out. It was her pinned tweet.
Or she's doing this for the absolute most malicious reasoning of outing someone that's not interested in the same relationship goals that you are with them. Or, I'm going to give it a third or she's telling 100% of the truth. And we've seen this story so many times that we have to deny or place some guilt on her credibility because it's been done so many other times before. So many other times before has someone from the LGBTQ community come out and outed someone that was cis, possibly heterosexual, as homosexual, as doing these other deeds and blah, blah, blah. But they were trying to do it for nefarious reasons. So we cast this shadow of doubt when we see these things. I am not on either side. I am only going to speak from my experience.
Oh, Mason Elijah on Twitter.
We
it says
going to name her name. Now
it says published author. My book Industry Ho is available now. MasonElijah.com/category/books.
So the reason that I didn't think that we should name her, because if this is a cash grab, we shouldn't be giving her no promotion. I would like the story to continue to flesh out before we substantiate her claims. Is it true that she had...
Oh, well, don't let that... I'm not whatever that big word is.
Substantiate.
We're not doing that. No.
So, we're not substantiating her claims. We're not denying her claims. We're just waiting for the story to progress. Here for it, pod. I think there's validity to some of the things that she's saying. But I also understand that there's posturing to what she did because she saved these receipts. She recorded these phone calls with him, saying
alleged
all of these
phone calls,
all these inflammatory things, trying to get a reaction out of him, trying to get a admittal out of him of
an admittal
of liking, to bottom, liking to suck dick, liking to go to the trans sex parties in Atlanta, and he at least had some media savvy in these alleged phone calls and just ducked everything
like,
she was.
I don't have anything.
I don't know
to
what
give
you're
you.
talking about.
And she was like, but I'm just saying. And then he was like, I don't know what you expect from me. Dwight Howard just dodged, baby.
As any Superman would.
Defense. We was like...
The biggest part of this story. Outside of the transphobia that I saw, our heterosexual
the norm,
kids, counterparts,
millennials,
what we expect from y'all anyway.
Dumb.
What I saw,
pregnant in third grade.
Those are the type that listen to City Girls.
They do.
That was deplorable. What I also thought was more deplorable was people from our own community. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that Dwight is gay and he is struggling with coming out. He hasn't figured out how to come out and be a pro basketball player, like one of the top earning basketball players that are playing right now. Got a contract worth $23.7 million. Like, he don't know how to manage, let's just say for the argument of arguments. I don't know this. Maybe even Dwight don't know this. But let's just say for the argument that this is the case. He's trying to manage how to be a high profile basketball player while liking dick and knowing he can't do both simultaneously. One will tank his career, the other will make him happy. And here come the gay boys raining on his goddamn parade, talking about, how dare you be DL? How dare you do this? And the same judgment coming from the community that he may identify with will be the same judgment that will keep him in the closet and keep him lying about who he is. And it contributes to this cycle that we see all the time of people trying to come to grips with who they are, trying to put a little toe in the pond, and then having to jump back out and get in the closet and eventually kill themselves. How many times have we seen that same cycle? And it doesn't matter if he makes $23.7 million a year. Those people are still killing themselves as well. We should have been more compassionate and hopeful of, like, okay, well, maybe Dwight Howard is one of our sisters. Hopefully, he a good basketball player. The nigga cute. He tall. Why couldn't we just embrace him as maybe he is? If he is, hopefully he'll come out soon. That'll be a great bonus for us. We don't have no representation in the NBA. The last time we had some representation was in the NFL, and they cut that nigga, and he ain't been playing football since. So why would we shun someone that could possibly be a light on us? Possibly say, look, you can be a great basketball player, be really tall, seem really cis, seem really, not cis, SIS, cis, CIS, seem really cis, CIS, but all the while, you just a homosexual nigga that like everything all these other bottoms out here like. You like dick from time to time. You like sucking dick from time to time. You might go to a sex party here and there.
According to the allegation.
Allegedly. But if all of those allegations were true, wouldn't it be more positive for us to be accepting and not depreciating of someone like that?
Well, the delight that a lot of people take into being involved in someone else's mess when it's not your mess. I think people don't like Wendy Williams, but so many people watch Wendy Williams. It's the number one talk show. And so for the number one talk show to be a gossip column rather than on The View, and we're going to get there, rather than on The View where they talk politics and, they converse about women's issues and things, partaking in someone else's downfall is definitely more fun to do when it's like 10:30 and I'm sitting at work and morning reports getting on my nerves and I got 2 or 3 situations that need to be handled before the end of the day. It's just a natural habit for Americans. I think for people worldwide, but specifically for us in America.
I think that
social shame is bad.
Yeah, social shame is bad, and I think that's the worst part of all of this is I understand trans girls sometimes feel like they don't have a voice, because I feel that that's very true and very valid. Whether this young person is trans or was trans or not, either or it don't matter. Trans people feel like they don't have a voice. Oftentimes they can go to the police and tell the police their story because the police will kick them out of the police stations and not believe them. They can't tell their family members because their family members will shun them and not believe them. They can't tell their friends because their friends will be like, "Girl, you wasn't fucking that Trey. You not that cute. You not fishy enough to be fucking no $23.7 million nigga. You lying." And so they really have no outlet to turn to sometimes but social media, unfortunately. But she was wrong for thinking that allegedly, if she was fucking him, that they were in an exclusive relationship just because he was fucking her. So that's where shit started going left in the story, was where she started finding out that he was having sex with other people and going to sex parties and shit like that.
And she uploaded a screenshot like, and this who was sleeping with, look at her. Okay. Men have liked big girls forever. Shout out to me. If he's a 6'11" bottom. Shout out to him for liking a 5'11", 240 pound girl. Okay. And her BMI is high and his is as well. So what you mad about? What are you mad about? Because it wasn't you? Because you weren't the chosen one? She wasn't the chosen one either. And, you weren't the chosen one. That's why you're really mad. So exposing Dwight Howard was wrong, because when you sign up to deal with these men, you sign up to deal with what comes with them. Just like if I decide to date you and I know you ain't got no job, cool, I signed up for that. If I sign up to date you and I know that you got an alcohol problem, or if I know if you have a sex addiction.
Come on, addiction?
Oh, child.
Addition means a threesome.
Oh, I thought that was arithmetic, but cool. But so, if, when you sign up to date a person, they have their pros and their cons. And you decided dating Dwight Howard. He's an NBA player. He's 6'11". He makes a lot of money. He can get you into a lot of places and possibly buy you a Remy Malaysian Peruvian 27-inch or 40-inch, because Nicki Minaj is out here with the 50 inches. Who knows?
He can also pick you up. And so when I went back to look at him, because I knew who Dwight Howard was.
His shirtless pics?
But I just wanted to refresh myself for the story, and I was just like, even if he is a bottom, I just would just like him to pick me up once or twice. Just to feel something different in my spirit.
So, ma'am, when you sign up to date a person or be involved with a person, you sign up to accept all of the things about that person. Just like Eddie Superman in Friendship has had to accept a lot of things about me, Lord Jesus Christ. And me being
Keep me lifted in prayer, y'all.
I was about to say the same thing. Keep me lifted in prayer, because being friends with this one across from me, I have to deal with a lot as well.
Mostly bottoms. But
I still got his back. It can't nobody say nothing about him. And y'all gonna have me fucked up. And I just hope that one of our friends got enough money for both of us if the bail is necessary.
No, that just means we're gonna be in jail for a while.
Because I did what I had to do, because they had me fucked up when it came to this one. And there ain't nothing I'm going to go reveal in public, or nothing I'm going to go tell you other hoes. Because one, you hoes ain't going to understand. And two, y'all hoes just going to be sitting up at work or on the bus, retweeting and reblogging whatever the fuck our downfall going to be.
Ain't going to be one.
And we not even fucking. So, girl, just imagine me. No Kirk Franklin with some dick out here having me sprung. Woo!
No dick and Kirk Franklin. No dick and Kirk Franklin in the same sentence.
Imagine me.
Put a pin in that. I think so. To close all this out, I think the lesson in all this is to keep your mouth closed.
Keep your mouth closed.
Keep your legs open long enough to secure the bags.
If you're gonna agree to it,
and then move on.
Terms and conditions, because can't nobody read me.
Save the story for your grandkids or a book, not Twitter.
And not for Twitter, because you got a book. You self-published on Amazon, ma'am. Move around.
Ooh. Get these girls at LLC.
All these girls are self-published.
Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys for kicking the Redskins' ass on Thanksgiving. I just felt like I should just throw that in there.
Do you know what I had to deal with at work today? It's one Cowboys fan, ma'am. And you from Maryland? How you say it?
Merlin.
And you rooted for
Merlin,
the Cowboys?
like the wizard.
I'm like, what? And the other girls in the office like reading and dragging or whatever they call it. Sad. That's what you guys say was sad.
Also, with this being Sagittarius season,
here we go, another Sag. We didn't do all this for Virgo season.
I guess y'all just wasn't as popping. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
Sag season.
Oh, it ain't stopping yet. We still got three to 4 more weeks of this shit. So, strap in tight.
Yeah.
Sad season is upon us, like I said,
Okay.
and it's current.
Mm-hmm.
A little thing y'all doing on social media is cute, posting the Ebony magazine of the month and day that you were born. I'm just gonna tell y'all mine is December. Y'all can guess whatever year you would like, but it's G14 classified.
Amen.
Because when I looked up the cover of my year, I was like, ooh, bitch.
You're not gonna tell nobody?
I'm not telling that. I'm not posting that. I'm not sharing that. This is very, very old. And start looking in December of the 90s for me. Like the December of the 90s.
Okay.
In the Ebony Magazine Challenge.
Okay.
I don't think that I ever thought that I would be saying these words and they may come back to bite me. Because when you do clownery, it comes back to bite. I think that Beyonce could learn something from Ariana Grande.
How did you sing it, y'all?
We have been asking, begging, pleading with Beyonce for, at minimum, the Formation World Tour DVD, snippet, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Something.
The Carter Show World Tour.
I wasn't even going to go back that far because I just didn't want to be petty.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to keep it close and cute.
Okay. All right, keep it close.
Nobody asked about On the Run 2, really.
Oh, my gosh. When is that going to be due?
Nobody really is asking for that for Christmas. But everyone is still wanting Formation World Tour.
Okay.
Still, forever. Ariana Grande is releasing the Dangerous Woman Tour DVD from the album before she got out right now. Like
She is?
Yes. So, again, like I said, these words may come back to haunt me, but I wish that Beyonce would take that note and say, okay, I'm on this album right now. I'm doing this. You know, that shit is in the review, but my fans want this. Fervently want this. And Ariana's fans fervently wanted the Dangerous Woman shit because Dangerous Woman is her best album.
Award winning.
To me, to a lot of her fans. Sweetener was cute and stuff.
Jokes.
But Dangerous Woman was it.
And I was Team Sweetener. Remember, we was like, oh, they both coming out on the same day. Which one? And I was Team Sweetener and you were Team Nick.
Yeah, Queen. Pick a side. So she's not doing nothing. It's like Sweetener didn't happen because she's like going forward with like new music videos.
Thank you, Nick. She done released a trailer to Thank You, Nick. So this not even on this. Maybe it's gonna. Is there like a Sweetener Deluxe coming out for Christmas on December 10th or something?
It feels so different than anything that's on Sweetener though. I feel like it's just a whole different album. Because
it was very Pharrell inspired and he was very.
But in conjunction with that, this Dangerous Woman DVD is coming out Thursday.
Oh, I'm like looking it up.
And so she's literally giving her fans what they have been begging and pleading for years on. And I just wish that Beyonce would take our phone calls, listen to our emails, listen to our prayers or something.
Beyonce!
Because it's not too late.
Blue, somebody.
We know you got the footage.
Rumi, come to the door.
We know you got the editor.
Consuela, ma'am, I see you mopping the floor, ma'am. Come here. I know the floor wet. Come here.
Jay-Z not doing nothing. He could be editing this video.
Columbia Records, come to the door.
Somebody could get this out for Christmas. Formation World Tour could be out for Christmas right this year. If Ariana Grande could pull the Dangerous Woman Tour together, and I know she had like a smooth 2 cameras at the whole thing, and Beyonce had 45 cameras at Formation World Tour. I know somebody could pull it together. So, right now, I'm going to say that's the one thing that Beyonce could learn from Ariana Grande. Hot topic.
Thank you guys so much for leaving us reviews on Apple Podcasts. If you have an iPhone, open your purple app, your podcast app. Search for our name, Here for It. Click the reviews tab and click write a review. We're so close to 100 reviews on Apple Podcasts. I think we have like 89. And we're also really close to 500 followers on Twitter. We have 499 followers on Twitter. Imagine logging in 2 days in a row saying 499 when you know that it could be 2,557, just like on our Instagram. So if you're on social media, follow us on the internet at Here For It Pod as well. This week in social studies, I want to talk about if my thingy will unlock.
How many times have you said that?
Oh my God, if my thingy will unlock. The Community Marketing and Insights LGBTQ Community Survey. Overall, the number one political thing all gay people are worried about in the latest version of the survey is stopping anti-LGBTQ religious freedom legislation. There's no surprise. But after that, it gets confusing, and it seems like the LGBT community's interest goes downhill. The first thing that it seems among the 17,000 people surveyed, the top concern for participants that identify as, quote, gender expansive. So that's the asexual girls, the pansexual girls.
The spectrum.
You know, the things. And for lesbian and bisexual women was transgender rights. So for people, a lot of people who aren't women and aren't interested in men are highly interested in trans rights.
Good.
The top concern for gay and bisexual men and quite high for African Americans was HIV education.
Oh, I was going to say incarceration.
Oh, come on, Kim Kardashian. Yes. They had bipartisan support. And Trump is working on prison reform.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Kim Kardashian. But HIV education. I'm
not giving her no goddamn credit for that shit. Take that back. This bitch said she was on ecstasy for her wedding and the sex tape. I was like, bitch, I know what ecstasy looked like.
Ma'am,
you might have been in ecstasy, but you weren't on ecstasy.
Quit trying to blame drugs. You was like 21, 22.
And the dick was big. Just say that.
Just say that.
Period. Just say the dick was big. He was kind of popular. I like Brandy.
I was hanging out with his sister, and next thing you know, the brother showed up with a big black dick.
And so, what was I to do? You've been doing the same thing.
I was reorganizing closets.
Your whole goddamn
and this man showed up with a dick.
A black dick shows up, and you come to your
Imagine
knees.
me reorganizing the closet, and a man with a big black dick come along. I'm sucking, swallowing, gargling.
She did all those things.
What are we doing? You want to record? Sure. Shit. Anyway,
we know what rights you're looking for.
Top concern for millennials was LGBTQ parenting. This is what the study says, quote, which is interesting since most millennials are not parents, but a large number want to be parents in the future. So shout out to LGBT parenting being the top concern for millennials. As a millennial, I don't like kids personally, but I know Ed the Superman over here likes kids.
Some of them.
My bestie back in Memphis, happy birthday again. He likes kids.
It's no longer Scorpio season. He out of here.
I'll let my bestie live.
He come back in 2019.
Y'all both want to be parents, so that means I'm gonna be a gay uncle.
Gunkle.
Well, I'm gonna say because he can't say that at the daycare. I'm his
Gunkle.
Yeah. So both of y'all want kids. So LGBTQ parenting is a millennial thing. And of course, as expected, to me, the top concern for baby boomers is expanding LGBT senior care. And I feel really bad because I feel like a lot of the seniors now also advocated for LGBTQ youth rights. And now as they grow older, they continue to advocate for what we need to be advocating for in the future.
Yeah, because I mean, they don't see... They see the sun setting. No shade, no lemonade, no
when it was
sadness.
the HIV crisis,
yeah,
the sun set on a lot of them early. before their friends' time.
Sunset, the ones that are alive, the sunset on a lot of their friends, so that gave them a different experience. And so that's something we'll be talking about at the World AIDS Day event, the Impulse event on Friday. If you have time, come out to the World AIDS Day event. If not, cool. But during the 80s, there were people shocked and in awe about the HIV/AIDS crisis.
The gay cancer.
GRID, whatever it was called, all the different things it was called throughout the 80s. Then in the 90s, people were informed that it was happening, but they were making informed decisions to just deal with it and deal with it the best that they could. In the 2000s, we were also more informed, and then we got PrEP. The battle still rages on and continues.
Amen.
But that's an evolution over the last 30 years of people standing up for those rights, even if it didn't count directly towards them anymore. So, like our 60 and 70-year-old counterparts right now, they may be asexual, they may be married, they may not be as sexually active. And so, they don't stand on the fringe of the HIV crisis as much as they did in the 80s. We, people that are more sexually active, people that are not married, people that are not asexual, stand on the precipice of the HIV crisis, and it should impact and affect us a lot more than it does. But we out here talking about justice for the city girl that's in jail for the shit that she did. She did that shit, girl. She need to be in jail.
So I will leave the link in the comments below for the Community Marketing and Insights Survey. It was the 11th annual survey. So they've continually asked, they've included questions this year regarding gay marriage and gay divorce. It's been about 5-6 years since same-sex marriage passed in the Supreme Court. So, and of course the girls have already gotten married and divorced. So they've started tracking those types of things.
That makes us an American. That makes us regular, because that's what the fuck y'all regular, straight, homeless, heterosexual people do.
So, shout out to the Community Marketing and Insights girls for always being ahead and forward in their marketing research.
I like to think I'm ahead as well.
What's going on in sexual health this week?
In sexual health, again, I kind of breezed over it with that last segment a little bit. But I want to continue to hammer away.
You Thor now? I thought you were Superman.
I'm always Superman, but my legal name
is trade.
Is French for sledgehammer. Anyway, trust but verify in sexual health. As we continue to talk about PrEP, for over a year and a half that this show has been on, obviously I'm a PrEP champion, PrEP advocate, spokesperson.
And on my nerves.
That's fine. Gonna continue to be all of the above.
Ghetto.
Because my mission in life is a lot more than pleasing hoes.
Uh-oh.
That's one of, but not the greatest mission in my life.
Period.
I'm even gonna stop saying that shit. I feel like that's contributing to the delinquency of these minors.
The truancy. Girl,
anyway, trust but verify. Again, I've been a champion of PrEP and an advocate of PrEP, and I realize its popularity has blossomed over the last 2 years, and it's very common and socially acceptable for a lot of people to just say, "I'm on PrEP." So that means I can do whatever.
I love God. You don't love God?
I trust God. It's God, me, and then you. That's all that's between me, you, and these STIs and STDs.
PrEP.
Blah, blah,
my
blah.
PrEP.
So, one, I am still an advocate of
Truvada
whatever.
For PrEP.
Well, yeah, PrEP first. But you determine whatever safe sex is for you. So that's number one. So if you decide that PrEP usage is enough to be safe sex for you, you have the right to make that decision. That's number one. Number two, trust but verify. A lot of people have caught on to the PrEP buzz and are saying
buzzwords.
Yeah, and buzzwords. And saying that they are on PrEP, taking PrEP, adherent to PrEP.
Oh, adherent to PrEP. That's a buzz phrase.
That is one of the most important of that sentence, because you were prescribed PrEP once doesn't mean you're adherent to PrEP. Doesn't mean that you've been following up with your appointments. Doesn't mean you have been given continued prescriptions for PrEP. Doesn't mean that you're continued to actually be on PrEP. A lot of people can get PrEP very easily. You can get a bottle almost for free in a lot of cities. More than likely, very free in a lot of big cities.
And if you're having problems, message us and let us know.
Yeah, where we can connect you to care if you would like to.
We will use our connections, girl.
But I'm talking about the nefarious people in the streets, in the system, that are saying that they're on PrEP, that have an empty PrEP bottle, but are not currently taking PrEP. Probably never even took PrEP. And at the least, not currently PrEP adherent. Those people are people that you need to not trust as much as you would trust a lot of other people with your health. It's very malicious for people to identify themselves as someone that's on PrEP and PrEP adherent to not be PrEP adherent and not be currently taking PrEP, because now they're putting themselves in this public health diaspora of contracting HIV still, because they're still putting themselves out there with other people, and then coming and playing with you. And meanwhile, they're contracting different strains of HIV.
What if I'm lying? I want to say, what if I'm lying?
Yeah, and it's a grand possibility both of y'all niggas lying. I don't believe that that's out of the realm of possibility either.
What if I was lying?
That both niggas is lying about being on PrEP. Meanwhile, both y'all HIV positive at the same goddamn time.
And got wild strains of HIV. So, or a wild strain of gonorrhea that I have not identified that I have yet.
So trust but verify.
But give me a method to verify.
Yep. Okay. Here's a trust but verify. I'm on PrEP.
Okay.
I put it in my bathroom. So anybody, I'm currently celibate at this moment. That'll change for my birthday, honestly, truly. But whatever. But if I have a date over that I'm gonna have sex with, 9 times out of 10, at some point they're gonna be in my bathroom. Hopefully. I have it in my bathroom. I have it in my bedroom. It's very easy to identify. I know the gays are nosy. They're gonna pick up the pill bottles, figure out what you're on, what you're doing, blah blah blah.
Okay. I never noticed. Let me go look. Okay, keep talking. I'm gonna go look at your bathroom.
But I do that on purpose so that any date that I have can trust but verify when I say that I'm on PrEP. I'm on PrEP. Like, my name is on the bottle. There are pills in the bottle. This is my shit. I am adherent.
Oh, this ain't Truvada over here.
I am adherent.
Oh, wow.
In taking mine, and I'm responsible. So when you get into these sexual
So you do have PrEP in your bathroom. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I never even noticed. Okay, I'm gonna go put it back in your bathroom.
Bless his heart. Trust but verify in one visual. Do you see it? Is it visually present? Do you see him take it? If you're around the nigga 24 to 48 hours, you see him eat all his meals throughout the weekend, drink all his drinks, go to sleep, wake up, he eating more meals, y'all going to brunch, y'all going to the movies, blah, 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 but you ain't seen him pop
Babe,
pill.
hold on. I need to take my PrEP.
You ain't seen him take no pill, no period of time. Trust but verify. So at first you trust in his word, but now verify. Look at his actions. Is he really taking pills? Really, if y'all start dating, y'all should be. If it's y'all should be taking. I've escalated from just dating, because if it's just dating, you just need to be looking, verifying, verifying. Okay, is it here? Do you got some? Do you really got it? That's just a casual. I'm a fuck
encounter.
Date. Yeah,
casual encounter.
Because otherwise, you're not gonna be there long. Okay. It's wham bam, thank you, ma'am. If you want to be like really anal about it, you can ask him to take it in front of you, depending on what his schedule is.
Oh.
And say, okay, trust but verify. Have you taken your PrEP today? Okay, cool. Take your PrEP right now in front of you.
Can you take PrEP early? If you take like 12 hours early or 6 hours early, is it okay?
Medically, most doctors
like once or twice
would like for you to stay on the regimen that you're on at the prescribed amounts of times and at those times during the day.
But if you slip once...
A lot
take
of
it
people,
early.
Yeah, a lot of people change. Like, over the years that I've been taking PrEP, mine has changed from early morning before I go to work, because at the time I was going to the gym before I was going to work. That shit stopped. To when I got to work, Sometimes at different points of different years, it was at lunchtime because I knew I would remember it. Other times it was right when I got home from work, right when I had dinner, and then other times it was right before I went to bed. So it would be the last thing I know. I'm like, okay, did I do everything I was supposed to do? You got one pill to take before the end of the day. So the different time zones have changed for me throughout the years as long as I've been taking it. Mm-hmm. But as long as you are sticking to a typical time structure, meaning it's not in the morning on Monday, in the afternoon on Tuesday, in the evening on Wednesday, in the morning again on Thursday, it still needs to be a congruent time period. So if you change the time period to mornings, if you change the time period to lunch, if you change the time period to evenings, then consistently be on that time period. Can you the next day change that from, well, I took it at lunch yesterday, but now I'm taking it at dinner today? Yes. Yes, you can. You still covered, especially if you've already been adhering to it for weeks ahead of time.
Okay.
You've already had this buildup of the different medicines in your system that is not going to completely adversely affect you if you came in contact with HIV all of a sudden, and now you took it at a different time today. Take it again tomorrow. The same is used for post exposure prophylaxis, which we'll get into next week. But the important thing, again, for sexual health this week is trust but verify. If you have the trust but verify in a hookup, visually see it. Trust but verify in a dating situation and or relationship. Y'all need to link y'all schedules. If y'all both on PrEP, y'all should be taking the shit at the same goddamn time. He should be seeing you put a blue pill in your mouth, and you should be seeing him put a blue pill in his mouth.
Yeah.
Trust but verify, because there are people out here that are not telling the truth about being on PrEP or being PrEP adherent. Very, very important.
There is an increase of people in relationships acquiring HIV from their partner because they think, oh, I got a boyfriend. I am safe to have unprotected sex with him. But he or her cheating and exposing you to the virus because, the ghetto. What's next for us?
I will save our mental health key for next week. So starting fresh in December, we're going to have a great new mental health key. But this week, we will move into our songs for our souls.
What's your song?
I think mine's going to be better than yours, so you go first.
That's racist.
I get to be.
On Thanksgiving, I came over here and I had on my Whitney shirt. And when I knew that I was going to wear my Whitney shirt over here, because you live 7 hours away. So I just went on and turned on my Whitney music. And Heartbreak Hotel caught me up.
I was right. Mine is going to be better.
So, well, shout out to you. But what that moment meant for culture with Faith Evans and Kelly Price joining Whitney on the track, and the video where they were out at the ocean, and Whitney left a fur coat out there in the ocean. So, it might wash up out in Puerto Rico. No hurricane. I'm just that moment for pop culture with Whitney Houston, Faith Evans, and Kelly Price. That was really hot.
Especially on the box, and especially being premiered when it premiered on MTV, and it just looked lavish for the time period. Yeah. Like at that time, it was just like this beautiful hotel. They were in like Tiffany blue outfits, matching outfits. They even put Kelly in something cute because Kelly was big at the time, and it wasn't as positive to be a big girl in the music industry as it is now. And Kelly was cute. Faith was always cute. Whitney was coming back saying, girl, fuck them niggas. I'll throw all this goddamn shit away.
Literally.
Yeah, I think
the helicopter.
Yeah, definitely a moment.
I want a helicopter for my video.
Definitely a moment.
So can you fly the helicopter when I release my new music?
I'll fly a drone. I'm qualified to fly a drone.
Oh, and there are legal ramifications regarding where. Anyway, what's the song for your soul?
The song for my soul this week comes from an R&B songstress that I admire. She's quite problematic. She probably should get over to hereforashop.com and get a
K Michelle
at this point. Not quite as problematic, but sure.
See, you said you was Bridget Kelly.
We could throw out the pictures and throw our dreams away. We could forget the words we were afraid to say, and we could live with the mistake tearing us apart every day. We could let all the good just fade away. But I want to stay and fight for you.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Don't do that.
Fight till my heart is black and blue.
Don't do that.
Fight till there's nothing left, not one single strand of the love we had. I want to stay and fight for us. Fight like hell before I give up.
That sounds like Whitney Houston too. Or Aretha.
No.
Okay.
Till I'm the only one. The only one in love, I'd fight for you. We could turn off our feelings and go about the days. Put on the happy face. Tell everyone that we're okay. And we could just say you and me were probably never meant to be. Or we could be nothing
break up with him, girl.
Than a memory.
Woo.
So long story short, she did break up with him.
Okay.
But this song is one of my favorite songs of her whole discography. And when I say
Melanie Fiona.
No.
I'm trying. I'm like, shit, who else is it could be? Fuck.
And when I say her, I mean her. Her, she don't do all of that. .com, .gov, .mil, she is already booked to do something else.
Oh, she's always booked.
She don't need no hair right now. She can shave all the hair off the top of her head right now, and she still has a full face with deep makeup.
Oh, but
she can raise a goddamn kid by herself and get a whole new man if she want to.
Oh, yeah.
She is the up and coming Braxton girl that thinks she's gonna be Toni Braxton, but she's not gonna be Toni Braxton. She is Tamar Braxton.
Did you? Oh,
if you hadn't guessed by now.
Yeah.
Tamar Braxton.
Y'all say I'm the dramatic one. Cool.
I am
still here.
I'm theatric. Tamar Braxton's one of her best songs for me is "Stay and Fight" on.
Hey man.
Technically, it's her second album, but she says it's her first album.
It's her debut.
So I'll let her rock with it. I'm gonna let her finish.
Love and War is her first album.
We're gonna pretend the other one didn't happen.
Well, who starred on the album called Tamar Braxton? Who was on that album?
The doo-wop pop chicks. I highlight that because she just
Stay and Fight.
She just dropped some shit that felt like Walgreens brand ass music and brand ass music video, and I was just like, well, let me just simmer in what I know Tamar can do. Tamar be wanting to do shit that's not in her lane. She wanted to be doing the what was that one, Hot Sugar, and I'm like, I know that's what you want to do, but that's not what we want you to do.
He want the hot sugar.
I'm like, just do that in your studio and do it for your pleasure, and you can listen to that song by yourself. You don't have to give us that.
She was like, when I be in the Camaro and I turn the bass up real high, I be feeling it. First of all, I mean, your bass settings is off.
Because ain't no bass in Hot Sugar like that. This is not Mike Will made it produced. What are you talking about? And so I understand her as an artist. Like, sometimes an artist wants to share things that they are passionate about with the community, even if it's not their best foot forward. Like, I can release my singing in the shower, and y'all will be like, that nigga should just stick to just taking pictures.
Just take pictures.
Just take pictures.
And silent videos.
Shade, but yes. So I don't do that on purpose, because I'm like, I know what my community wants. They don't want to hear me sing in the shower for the most part.
LOL.
If they see me sing in the shower, they're gonna want me to pan down. But we're not doing that.
You do have videos of that.
First off,
secondly,
not your business.
Third of all,
you're a liar. Shut your
in
lying
conclusion.
mouth. Anyway, so I wanted to go back to the things that I celebrate and love Tamar Braxton for, and there are things like "Stay and Fight" because she did some amazing vocals. The songwriting was amazing. It was arranged amazingly. She needs to go to that. This other bullshit that she got out right now, because she wants to do like some burlesque on the cheap shit, take it the fuck back. I'm not here for it.
Well, let's just look at sales of Whitney Houston Heartbreak Hotel versus Tamar Braxton Stay and Fight. Anyway, listener questions. Send us your questions to hereforitpod@gmail.com or any inbox where you can find us on social media. This week, Penny via Instagram. You said Penny was. What does Penny do?
Penny the Magician from Magicians?
Penny the Magician. Okay. Penny via Instagram says, "Hey there, I have a health related question to ask you guys. I'm a bit nervous and don't know where to turn. I've had a bump on the head of my penis area for a while now, and I got tested last week for basically everything from HIV, syphilis, herpes, and gonorrhea. My doctors called me today to confirm that I tested negative for all of that, which I am thankful for. But now I'm trying to figure out if it's a pimple or if I could possibly, or if it could possibly be HPV. I'm hoping that it's just a pimple, but how can I know what it is for sure? Thanks, Penny." Some people have those little bumps around the head. Like if it's the bumps around the head, I heard that that's okay.
Yes. In some cases, like small, like they seem
the micro.
they seem minuscule because of heat and moisture around.
If your draw's too tight, that's why you need to
around around the Vans deferens area where
the head
is. If you have foreskin that goes over it, a lot of that is covered. Can be a lot of heat and moisture that can cause those things. What I would suggest Penny do, number one, is request a full panel testing. That's number one.
But they got HPV.
That's not.
So if it included HIV, syphilis, herpes and HPV are different, or herpes and HPV. Okay.
Yes. So request a full panel testing. Full panel means all of the above.
Right.
What I can ear spot from what was read was chlamydia. Chlamydia is typically not going to cause a bump, but if you're not tested for it, you didn't get a full panel testing. You need a full panel testing for any STI, STD infection. Mm-hmm. One. Number two, you need to physically assess what it is that is on your penis. Is it a bump? Is it a pimple? Is it a cyst? Is it hard? Does it itch? Does it have pain? Assess that one. Go back to the doctor when you do that full panel testing and show the doctor. A lot of times, I don't know if it's just black males or it's just males in general, because I know black men in general just have a hard time whipping their dick out in front of the doctor, big, small, or indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's all males, but I know black men that have that problem. Again, I'm like, nigga, you got like 12 inches of dick. He's gonna be like, not, I don't want to say excited. He's gonna be impressed to see this. Like, why are you scared to pull your dick out at the doctor?
But even if it is small, it don't even matter what is going on. Like, I have a pimple on it, and I need your help.
Right. So that's the main point. That's the main point that I'm trying to make. Is one, you assess the pimple yourself so you can describe to the doctor what you see, how long it's been there. That's one of the other most important factors.
If you had a full panel, they swabbed it.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
So, swabs are
because they be like, sir, we would like to put a swab in your urethra. I'm bottoming. Y'all should just check the back door. Ain't no reason to check this front door. I do the front door just because I like to be inclusive.
Control swabs are going away. It's more self swabs now, where you swab yourself. And they give you the directions on making sure you do it right.
Make sure you got to go within a certain amount of centimeters within the.
Follow the directions on the packaging that's given to you.
Okay.
So, again, assess when the first time you saw this was, because that's going to be very important to the doctor. Is this something that is just, child, you're not clean enough down there? It could be that, or it could be something that could be a little benign, but can be very curable, easy to fix. Something that could be frozen off or burned off, depending on what it looks like. Be able to describe those things to the doctor and then physically show the doctor, because a lot of times we will see things and then a medical physician will see it and be like, oh, that's what you're talking about? That's a vein. You said that's a bump. That's a vein. You have a veiny penis. So show it to the physical, show it physically to the doctor.
Professional.
So he can make an assessment, because you may be making assessments at home and you ain't went to nobody's nursing or medical school. Then, after that, wait for your results to come back from your full panel testing. Your doctor has done a visual, physical of it. You will be fine.
And you are the medical professional, but I will say, don't be afraid to ask to go to another doctor. The penis is a urologist, or the penis
Urologist is
okay. So do not be afraid to pay your $35 to go to a urologist. If it sounds like you went to a primary care physician where you could get a full panel, but do not be afraid to go to a urologist. Yes, it costs more money to go to a specialist, but that's how you know that your money is going to a great place, because they specialize in penises and vaginas. So they know those two things very well.
Not necessarily vagina. OBGYN specialized vagina.
See, look, so they definitely specialize in one if it's a urologist. Great. So, yeah, it might cost you a little more.
But do you want to find out about this bump on your dick or not?
I want to find out because I'm scary.
Yeah.
Because I'll come up here and show you. I'm like, Anthony Superman, what is this?
And I need a copay. I need a copay.
I need to know what this is. I need some help. But don't send us the pictures. Do not send us the pictures to Here for a Podcast. Go to
unless you have a 12-inch penis, and then we're interested. I'm joking. Get your full panel testing. Get the doctor to physically look at it.
Go to a urologist if you need.
And write us back and tell us what you found out.
Yeah, because we're concerned about you, Penny. We love you, and we hope everything's okay. What are you here for this week?
I am resolutely here for this 12-year-old young Thai boy who has been in drag modeling on Instagram.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
What's his name? I gotta Google it.
His Instagram name is Nez_TYYY. Nez Thai.
Yeah, get into it.
So, I have seen over the past couple years people bashing the work on Instagram or the work on the internet, like we in the 1970s and this shit's not real. Every fucking body who's anybody is on Instagram.
Crown, lashes. Yes, come through.
I'm wait till I get to the story. Everybody's on Instagram. Most people are kind of even on Facebook.
This him as a boy, he still got a light beat.
Just like, everybody is. And so when people denigrate modeling or selling stuff online on boutiques, or you just an internet boutique girl, you just an Instagram model,
a full Bratz dog. Get into these pictures.
There are full business people with portfolios that just have an Instagram. They don't need to actually be in nobody's face to be successful. This young man at 12 years old is a drag persona. We have drag queens here in the United States of America that we put on TV probably 2 and 3 times that are not as popular and not as paid as this 12-year-old person that knows how to do makeup better than them. And that is a read.
And it's sad.
The story this week is he was able to buy his family a new house in Thailand.
12 years old.
12 years old. Multi-million-dollar income from his drag persona on Instagram. This is thanks to his impressive makeup skills and fashionable outfits he dons on Instagram. The boy Nez is currently in elementary school. He began playing with his mother's makeup out of curiosity and soon developed a love for it. With his parents' full support, Nez showed off
his mama taking his pictures.
Off his full drag looks on Instagram. It wasn't long before Nez's Instagram account took off. He currently has over 300,000 followers. Due to his talent and popularity, Nez was able to score promotional deals with various cosmetic companies and brands. With the money made, he was able to buy his family a new home. Get the fuck into it. 12 years old, media mogul, brand ambassador already. And y'all say shit can't be done on the internet. Just because you can't do it on the internet, just because you can't do it on Instagram, don't mean somebody else can't. They were struggling in one of the poorest areas of Thailand, losing their house. Their gay son doing drag saved their lives. They have a brand new house bought just off of the back of his 12-year-old gay ass wearing makeup, inspiring girls, teaching girls how to do makeup on the goddamn internet. Take that, you hoes talking about Instagram models.
And he got brand deals on, like
multiple.
He got like the download this app and
he's standing next to the girls on the red carpet.
Wow. Yeah, he's down here doing it. 12 years old. Wow.
So take that to these girls and be like, oh, that's on Instagram. That's cute.
So sweet.
It's on Instagram and it's made this nigga, just young man, excuse me. I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
Made this 12-year-old young drag queen, aspiring drag queen, millions of dollars. Get into it. I'm here for it. Shout out to Nez Ty.
Okay. And I didn't want to do this because I feel like it's my favorite thing to complain about. I feel like I've complained about this 2 or 3 times. So I can't complain about it after this time if nothing substantial happens. But Sarah McCain.
Oh, shit.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Meghan McCain.
Might as well be Sarah.
And Abby Huntsman on The View are so draining. They just added Abby Huntsman. And she makes sure that the world knows every time she opens her mouth. Oh, and my dad is the Russian ambassador to the United States. He's the ambassador.
He's the U.S. ambassador to Russia.
He's the U.S. ambassador to Russia. Yeah, the Russian ambassador for the United States. Same difference.
No, anyway, that means he's Russian.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm not here for it. It's just like every time she opens her mouth, if she says like, oh, well, I'm Ronald Matters and I have 10 million views. And they're like leads your commentary on if the colors for the fall should be red and green for the holidays. Ma'am, the colors is going to be red and green whether your daddy was the ambassador or not.
What is he actually doing between these U.S.-Russia?
Because we out here.
So I don't know if this is the best bragging point.
Being investigated. Our president about to get impeached. Well, not my president, because my president is still Barack Obama. And Michelle Obama is charging $2,000 for the meet and greet for her new book.
And that's my last call as well. So just be prepared, y'all.
So Abby Huntsman constantly mentioning your daddy is the Russian ambassador. So you still trash, motherfucker. And after the Thanksgiving break, Abby came back and she was crying. Not to discount the story, because the story is about to be great. During Thanksgiving weekend, Abby Huntsman's father revealed that he was suffering from melanoma of the skin. And he needed to have a procedure to remove, I think it was like on his leg, or was it on his arm?
I like John Huntsman, though.
And he said he didn't want to tell the family because he just feel like, oh, if it's this little thing I got to get removed. If it's like he thought it was like a lipoma or something. Like, if I get it removed, cool, I defeated it. And so she was sitting there crying, dragging it out. Sarah McCain. Her name is Sarah in my mind. I can't.
She looks like a Sarah. Megan
McCain.
They're Irish. Think
Megan's dad just passed from cancer. Oh my God. And she was reaching across the table, reaching for Sarah's hand, and they were trying to have a Republican moment on The View. And I'm just like, but what about Joy Behar? What about Joy Behar? What about Whoopi? What about Sonny? Because they don't identify with y'all. But anyway. And then Megan. I called her by her name. So Michael B. Jordan was on, what's it called? The Read. No, the show.
Wow.
The View. Bam. Michael B. Jordan. Because first of all, I got so fucked up when she tried Michael B. I don't know what the name of the show is. I can't get your name right. What's the name of your show? Anyway, so Michael B. Jordan was on there the day before Thanksgiving to promote Creed 2. And Megan wanted to reference one of the original Rocky quotes. And she told Michael B. Jordan, "You might not care about this, but when my dad was dying with cancer, I would say every day, it's not about how you get hit, but how you get up." And Michael B. Jordan's response was, "Why would I not care about that?"
His face said more than that. Like, his face said, "What the fuck you talking about, bitch?"
Bitch, you just tried the brand. You just tried to have the whole Rocky girls against me. You just had to try to have the council girls against me. You just tried to have the military veterans girls against me. You gonna tell me as the girl of the Rocky brand successor, I'm the successor to the Rocky brand, and you gonna lead your statement with, you might not care about this, but I told my dad every day when he was dying of cancer, bitch, bitch, bitch. I've already said 1,000 times I don't like you, but bitch, woman, ma'am, you tried it with my Kobe Jordan, and I'm not here for it.
Megan McCain is a Scorpio.
Are you serious? I just said the first thing I ever licked on, the first.
So maybe that's the kind of woman that you need in your life.
I don't. To try it
to inspire,
all the time.
Inspire passion in you.
You got a joke. You better reach back in whatever that is you Googling. She an Aquarius.
No, she's not. She's not. Megan McCain is listed as born on the 30th most popular celebrity birthday, October 23rd.
That's a Libra rising.
That's a Libra falling into
falling out of my face.
Wow.
Out of my mentions. But yeah, so Abby Huntsman and Sarah McCain move. Both y'all. Where's Anna Navarro? Y'all announced that Anna
she's gonna be a part-time.
Navarro was gonna sit on there every Friday, and so because it's Thanksgiving, Black Friday, y'all not gonna have Anna Navarro. Why? Because it's a black one.
And Whoopi was sick too. So that's also. We have come to the best.
I love The View, but these girls gotta go.
Who would you like to replace?
I like Anna Navarro. Put her up there.
Anna Navarro is already there. So if you had to replace Megan McCain or
I thought I was gonna like Abby. I really thought I was gonna like Abby, but all she does is does the exact same thing that Sarah does and goes.
So which one would you replace first?
Oh, when I was a Fox News contributor, ma'am, that's not helping you. Constantly saying, okay, so how's the weather today, you guys? Oh, well, when I was a Fox News contributor, the skies used to be blue. I don't give a fuck about your goddamn. Oh, when I used to write for, ma'am, what's your last hit song? Telling us about when Baby, Baby, Baby went number one on your first album don't mean shit to me. Or when, Oh Baby, Ooh Baby was number one on Billboard for 10 weeks. I don't give a shit.
Was that Blue Cantrell?
That was Ashanti. I love Ashanti.
That was all Ashanti.
I love Ashanti, but I was doing that for shade because our listeners would get it. But woo!
They would have to listen to Ashanti first. We have gotten to our favorite part of the show. It is time for our last call. If you have alcohol available and you are not at work currently, please take a shot with us. If you are at work currently, have a sip of your latte.
My French vanilla coffee this morning. The girls in the break room say, "Oh, this smells so good. What are you doing?" I have a K-cup with French vanilla in it. I don't know what you girls would be drinking in here.
Whiskey. It's Sibley. Of course they're drinking whiskey. So take a shot with us as well as we close out our episode. My last call this week is to understanding the power of your pussy. It is untapped, unmeasured power that it seems only a few men and or bitches know. I know one woman in general knows the power of her pussy. And her name is Michelle Obama. Last week while on tour promoting her New York best-selling book already. Best-selling book already. Flying off the shelves. Get this for somebody as a stocking stuffer. It looks amazing. She was surprised by a special appearance of her husband, the current president in my eyes, Barack Hussein Obama, showed up on her book tour. While they were both sitting down answering questions, Michelle was asked about a restaurant owner that she previously dated.
Oh, petty.
Yeah. You on book tour, they're going to ask you petty shit.
Petty.
And so Barack interjected and said, so had you married him, you would have been the wife of a restaurant owner. As a cute little joke / side shade.
Us in the audience is like, this could go really right, or this could go really wrong.
It went both ways. Michelle, also being a law school graduate,
Princeton and Harvard,
had a comeback formulating.
Melania could never.
She had a comeback formulating while he was throwing his shade, friendly shade, at the same time, without missing a beat. She said very poignantly, "No, had I married him, he would have been a president." You have to know the power of your pussy, gentlemen and ladies. She said, "This pussy right here is the reason that your ass got to be president. You would have never motherfucking had a chance. You would have never been the girl. You would have never been the guy. I helped make you a president. You would never have been president if it weren't for me. If it weren't for this pussy. If it wasn't for me guiding you and helping you and making you better. I could have took a fucking restaurant owner and made that nigga the motherfucking president," is what she said in Chicago Landis terms. To the ex-president of the United States of America. You have to have some you have to have some
children by the nigga.
No. You have to have some faith and some strength in your pussy to know that you can tell the former president of the United States of America, "No, nigga, you would never have been president of the United States. I could have took this nigga that owns a restaurant and made him into a president if I wanted to. If I so chose to mold him with my vagina, he could have been."
Babe, go left.
He could have been the president of the United States of America. You'd have still been community organizing in Chicago, my boo. Don't get it twisted.
Babe, don't take the
I'm
highway.
the come up.
Take the street. Babe, don't go this way. She set the path. Amen. Babe, the light turning yellow. You should stop.
She quoted every great thing that Beyonce said in Upgrade You and just basically said, "Listen, I'm the streetlights.
Partner, let me upgrade you.
I'm the streetlights, girl. I'm the streetlights. Without me, you'd have been out here in the dark. Probably been shot in Chicago. I'm the streetlights." Michelle Obama is my last call. She knows the power of her pussy, and I'm here for it.
My last call this week goes to New Orleans native Super_Scent. On Instagram, she rose to fame on Vine, and of course after Vine, child, did what it was gonna do. Moved on to Instagram with Tokyo Vanity, and Tokyo Vanity was on Love and Hip Hop. So New Orleans native Super_Scent started her cosmetic brand, the Crayon Case, and in 1 hour on Black Friday, her shit made $1 million. So shout out to Super_Scent and her team. It was a cute. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. Her team had a cake, and they came in and said congratulations. First of all, bitch, you already got the cake, so y'all just knew we was gonna do a meal. Y'all just knew we was gonna do a meal in sales.
Pre-orders.
Shout out to the squad.
The pre-orders came in and it was like, well, we can afford $40 on a cake.
I need that type of team around me. For the team to know, girl, we gonna slay this. We gonna do this, and we gonna, bitch, book a meal in an hour. So shit, y'all being nice to me because y'all want bonuses for Christmas. What is this about? But, oh my God, watching the video was so amazing. SUPA_CENT. Shout out to her and her black-owned New Orleans cosmetic brand out here. Give y'all girls competition. Well, not give y'all competition. Give y'all girls inspiration for the club this weekend. Because what? Y'all got y'all new crayon case orders shipping out. And then I went to her profile, and the girl was like, "Girl, I placed my order an hour ago. It's already shipped." Bitch.
Customer service.
Bitch.
Do they have a concealer? Do they have like some eyebrow pens?
A primer, a moisturizer.
Oh, I need the shimmer. What's the shimmer that you put
on your cheeks?
Do
they have just a whole 4 men's collection?
What's the shimmer that you put on your cheeks?
The highlighter.
I need a highlighter.
Yeah, the Rihanna highlighter is slaying the girls.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Super_Scent. The crayon case, and $1 million in an hour. Imagine if they still had product to give, what they did the rest of the day.
Y'all can
cake and then went back to work.
Y'all can also do the same thing over at Here For It Shop right now. We're not gonna be able to support $1 million worth of things, but we're gonna be able to at least support $150 worth of things. I'm joking.
You are so kind.
Get over to that, and you can start pre-ordering your things for Christmas.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Here For It Podcast. Follow the show on the internet at Here For It Pod, and of course hereforitpod.com. Go over to Patreon, patreon.com/Here For It Pod. We have bonus content. We did an exclusive about Michelle Obama's book last week. We talked about so much. We can do like 15-20 minutes extra content all the time.
And we will have some videos coming
And I was going to say, we heard the girls talk about our
videos
y'all
coming at you like Cleopatra.
Y'all need more video content. So we was like, well, I'm going to get my eyebrows pierced, and I think you was going to get the 2 slashes.
I'm getting my breast. I'm waiting till my breasts settle in. I don't want y'all to see lumpy titties and y'all be like, ooh, that nigga need to go on botched. So I'm waiting till my breasts settle, and then I'm gonna be back on video for the girls.
I'm gonna get a forehead reduction, but we coming back to video content. We love y'all. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course, as previously stated, the award-winning RonaldMatters.com.
Follow me to Babylon.
All right.
I'm still the back.
Is that Star Wars? Babylon? They was always going to Babylon in Star Wars.
They were never going to Babylon in Star Wars. Babylon is a club in Dallas. Yeah.
Look at her.
I am still the Backdoor Santa. Make sure that you subscribe to this podcast. We will not know your love unless you are subscribing. You will not know when our future episodes drop, because as the holidays are coming, again, as my birthday comes, we don't know when we're going to be coherent. You don't know when you're going to get an episode.
Sagittarius season.
So subscribe,
Taking us through
because until 2019.
Adventurous. Are you polyamorous?
Sometimes.
Sagittarius is adventurous.
Sagittarius, so I'm an optimist.
That's a lie, but okay.
I am.
Okay, you going to swallow tonight? Are you optimistic that you could possibly swallow tonight?
I'm not optimistic about tonight, no.
I see you grab your neck. What do you grab your neck for?
Because I like choking myself since ain't no nigga choking me.
Bye.
Bye.